What's up, everybody? Sorry for keeping you waiting. I was enjoying some piano music from Rose. Yeah, I was gonna try to do this without the glasses, but I'm gonna have to put them on. This shit's just way too bright. I was enjoying some peaceful, relaxing music from Team Rose. She is getting amazing on the piano, so give a shout out to everybody who's here so far. That's two people. Outlaw Trucker, what's up? Beyond the Terror, what's up, sweetheart? Glad to see you made it. Hopefully, this live will be very informative for anybody who watches it, live or in the future. So, I hope that everybody is doing well and good. I hope that everybody is in a good place mentally, physically, and spiritually. I apologize for the absence of late. I've been going through some shit. My dad was in the hospital for a few days. He's 73 and he's got blood clots in his lungs. Don't know why, don't know what, but please send your thoughts and prayers out for him. I would appreciate it very much so. As for myself, I've been about 50-50, I guess. It's up and down. Mental health issues and own personal issues, can really be a bastard for some people. So I was hoping there's going to be a few more people here, but, it's all good. Today we are going to be talking about rape. We will be covering some of the reasons why why women and men don't report it, percentages. We'll go over each state for 2022 on where they came in, on how many reported rapes there were. This is all a trigger warning for everybody, just so everybody knows. I try to go by the guidelines of, oh, you're driving me crazy, get up here. I try to go by the guidelines of YouTube for its community guidelines. Look, he's so much more handsome. Look, let's just let him tell everybody what's going on. It's your time to shine, Noya. Come on, tell them what's going on. Well, you see, today we got my grandpa up here talking about some bad stuff again. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Oh, yes, I know. It's water. Just water. Now get out of here. Get out of here. Go chase your tail. I try to keep my comments and my words within the community guidelines, but I am not perfect at it yet, and I plan on not ever being perfect at it. I do have slip-ups, and most of the times they're not slip-ups. I do it deliberately. So with that being said, let's get this going, shall we? We shall. Okay. According to the National Intimate Partner and Sexual Violence Survey, the NISVS, in the U.S., about 43.6%. Oh, dang it! Come on! Come on! You can't just jump up here on my laptop, though, buddy. Right there. You got to stay right there, bud. Sorry about that. According to the National Intimate Partner and Sexual Violence Survey, in the United States, about 43.6% of women and 24.8% of men have experienced some form of sexual violence in their lifetime. I think that's number is much higher myself, but who am I to say? About 21.3% of women surveyed reported a completed or attempted rape at some point in time in their life, with 1.2% reporting a completed or attempted rape in the 12 months before the survey. So 1.2% of the 43% reported a rape happening to them, or an attempted rape happening to them, in the 12 months prior to them taking the survey. Just seems like the numbers are higher to me. About 2.6% of men reported a completed or attempted rape at the same point in time in their life. 2.6%. Crazy. About 81.3%. Now this one really got me. People want to know how bad sexual violence and rape and just any kind of sexual violent crime has gotten in the United States. Listen to this statistic. About 81.3% of female victims experienced their first completed or attempted rape before the age of 25. 81.3% of women, of female victims, experienced a completed rape, or an attempted rape before the age of 25. That's horrible. Less than 20% of our country, females, have not been sexually violated before the age of 25. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. About 70.8% of male victims experienced their first completed or attempted rape before the age of 25. 70.8% of all men reported to have been raped or an attempted rape be committed on them before the age of 25. That's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Okay. Yeah, thank you. He's an ass. He's an ass. Oh, you're welcome for adding you on Facebook. Absolutely. 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 Trying to grow that group just as much as I'm trying to grow this group, you know? Rape upon males aren't taken as seriously as upon females. It's sickening. You're right. Beyond the terror, you're absolutely right. It is sickening. Yep, true facts. Most men don't report. Yep, that's sad facts, but it's a fact. Now, I'm going to go over how many reported rapes there were in each state in 2022. Alaska, 1,088 reported rapes in 2022. Arkansas, 2,331 reported rapes in 2022. Michigan, 7,235 complete reported rapes in 2022. South Dakota, 642 complete reported rapes in 2022. Nevada, 2,161 reported rapes in 2022. Colorado, 3,872 reported rapes in 2022. Colorado, 3,872 reported rapes in 2022. Nebraska, 1,253 reported rapes in 2022. New Mexico, 1,288 reported rapes in 2022. Oklahoma, 2,268 reported rapes in 2022. North Dakota, 437 reported rapes in 2022. Wyoming, 324 reported rapes in 2022. Montana, 624 reported rapes in 2022. Hawaii, 756 reported rapes in 2022. Utah, 1,822 reported rapes in 2022. District of Columbia, 345 reported rapes in 2022. I think I added an extra 20 there, but we got it. Wisconsin, 2,991 reported rapes in 2022. Louisiana, 2,273 reported rapes in 2022. Arizona, 3,662 reported rapes in 2022. Ohio, 5,731 reported rapes in 2022. Illinois, 6,078 reported rapes in 2022. Texas, 14,824 reported rapes in 2022. Kansas, 1,416 reported rapes in 2022. Missouri, 2,917 reported rapes in 2022. South Carolina, 2,460 reported rapes in 2022. Rhode Island, 491 reported rapes in 2022. Vermont, 278 reported rapes in 2022. Minnesota, 2,448 reported rapes in 2022. West Virginia, 754 reported rapes in 2022. Washington, 3,332 reported rapes in 2022. Oregon, 1,778 reported rapes in 2022. New Hampshire, 590 reported rapes in 2022. Idaho, 809 reported rapes in 2022. Alabama, 2,068 reported rapes in 2022. Tennessee, 2,813 reported rapes in 2022. California, 14,799 reported rapes in 2022. Florida, 8,456 reported rapes in 2022. Maine, 516 reported rapes in 2022. Indiana, 2,475 reported rapes in 2022. Kentucky, 1,572 reported rapes in 2022. New York, 6,583 reported rapes in 2022. Pennsylvania, 4,351 reported rapes in 2022. Virginia, 2,816 reported rapes in 2022. Massachusetts, 2,204 reported rapes in 2022. Maryland, 1,913 reported rapes in 2022. Delaware, 310 reported rapes in 2022. North Carolina, 3,247 reported rapes in 2022. Georgia, 2,922 reported rapes in 2022. Mississippi, 747 reported rapes in 2022. Connecticut, 771 reported rapes in 2022. New Jersey, 1,531 reported rapes in 2022. And Iowa, 116 reported rapes in 2022. There's an average of 148 rapes per 100,000 residents in Alaska, 76 rapes per 100,000 residents in Arkansas, 72 rapes per 100,000 in Michigan, 70 per 100,000 in South Dakota. Nevada is 67 per 100,000. 66 in Colorado per 100,000. Nebraska, 64 per 100,000. New Mexico, 61 per 100,000. Oklahoma, 56 per 100,000. North Dakota, 56 per 100,000. Wyoming, 56 per 100,000. Montana, 55 per 100,000. Hawaii, 53 per 100,000. Utah, 53 per 100,000. District of Columbia, 51 per 100,000. Wisconsin, 51 per 100,000. Louisiana, 50 per 100,000. Arizona, 49 per 100,000. Ohio, 49 per 100,000. Illinois, 49 per 100,000. Texas, 49 per 100,000. Kansas, 48 per 100,000. Missouri, 47 per 100,000. South Carolina, 46 per 100,000. Rhode Island, 45 per 100,000. Vermont, 43 per 100,000. Minnesota, 43 per 100,000. West Virginia, 43 per 100,000. Washington, 43 per 100,000. Oregon, 42 per 100,000. New Hampshire, 42 per 100,000. Idaho, 41 per 100,000. Alabama, 41 per every 100,000 residents. Tennessee, 39 per every 100,000 residents. California, 38 per 100,000 residents. Florida, 37 per 100,000. Miami, 37 per 100,000. Indiana, 36 per 100,000. Kentucky, 35 per 100,000. New York, 34 per 100,000. Pennsylvania, 34 per 100,000. Virginia, 32 per 100,000. Massachusetts, 32 per 100,000. Maryland, 31 per 100,000. Delaware, 30 per 100,000. North Carolina, 30 per 100,000. Georgia, 26 per 100,000. Mississippi, 25 per 100,000. Connecticut, 21 per 100,000. New Jersey, 17 per 100,000. And Iowa, 4 per 100,000. I thought those numbers were probably pretty close to what's really going on. In total, there was 139,497 reported rapes in 2022 for the United States as a whole. So I thought that number would be a lot more myself. I thought they would be a lot higher. Okay. Let's see what he got here. Please hold for this quick intermission. I gotta go find my pants. Oh, what's up, sweet Rockin' Robin? Let me catch up the chat real quick. Everybody knows what's going on in there. Those are just reported cases. Imagine the numbers really, what the numbers really are. We can do better. That's right, Rockin' Robin. You're absolutely right. That's just the reported rates. I say to play it safe so people can get a real idea of what it's really like out there. I say quadruple whatever number I drop. Like I would say quadruple it, and that's probably closer to the actual number of how many actual rapes were committed in each state. Probably really close. A lot of them have not been reported. Yep, a lot of them haven't been reported, and a lot of them will never go reported. I reported mine, but nothing came of it, unfortunately. That is unfortunate beyond the terror. That is unfortunate. Yeah, and I'm sorry. That's so wrong. Yep. My perpetrator walked free or gone through a court to get on record. Yep. Yeah, fucking sucks, sweet. Yep, it does. Because they rip the victim apart like it's their fault. Yep, they do. They do. A lot of times the victim is re-victimized by going to court, it seems like to me. It's really sad. It's extremely sad. Yes, true, but sad, sweet. Yep. People don't seem to understand these people groom then attack. Yep, they do. Something like 80, we'll get there in a minute, but something like 87% of all rapes are committed by somebody that they know, the person knows. It's really sad. It's It's just not reported. Yep, I have to go now, my dudes. My dudes. Have a good stream, everyone, and have a good one. Get to know. Thanks, sweetheart. I will too. Later. I know, right? Yep. Funny thing about Beyond the Terror, she was actually, besides my wife, she was my actual first ever subscriber. So I thought that was cool. I thought that was real cool. She was like one of the very first ones to ever come in my chat and stuff. So that was really cool. That's why your channel matters. Someone might just come forward who don't have the courage. That's what the hopes are. That's what the hope is, Batgirl. How are you today, Batgirl? Okay, just give me one more minute. I'm going to try to turn this off. And see if that's still messes with my eyes real bad here. Okay, let's see what we got here. We're going to go over 32 sexual... It's still too bright, man. We're going to go over 32 sexual assault statistics. Number one, in 2019, over 652,676 women were raped. This figure excludes non-rape sexual assaults, but includes date rape statistics. If included, data from non-rape sexual assaults would take the figure closer to the 1 million mark. What's worse, it has been rising for the last decade at an annual rate of 2.9% every year. And this trend shows no sign of decreasing. How horribly pathetic is that? How horrible is that? Number two, over 40% of women in the U.S. have encountered sexual violence. Sexual abuse is shown by rape and sexual assault statistics has affected 41.8% of women in the U.S. who have been victimized by sexual violence other than rape. Nearly 80% of all female sexual assault victims experienced their first assault before the age of 25. Exactly 79.6% of female victims who have experienced one or more completed rapes did so before the age of 25. Number four, around 20% of American males have been a victim of sexual violence. According to RAINN, statistics outside of the correctional system, you're making this hard for me, buddy. No, you come here. Around 20% of American males have been victims of sexual violence. According to RAINN statistics outside of the correctional system, most rape victims are female. However, studies show that 21.4% of males in the U.S. have been the victims of sexual violence and have experienced this outside of any prison facility. So that statistic comes from just outside the free world. No statistics from inside of prisons. So if they included that, the number would be much higher. What's up, Charlotte Webbing? How are you, sweetheart? Number five, a quarter of male victims of sexual assault are under 10 years of age. according to studies, an estimated total of 28% of male victims of sexual assault in the U.S. will have experienced their first assault by 10 years of age or younger. Let's read that one again. Number 5, a quarter of male victims of sexual assault were under 10 years of age. According to studies, an estimated total of 28% of male victims of sexual assault in the U.S. will have experienced their first assault at 10 years of age or younger. That's just horrible. Absolutely horrible. 6, rape statistics show less than 20% of rapes are reported. It is estimated that only 19% of rapes, completed or attempted, are reported annually. This first runs consistently across the board. The general consensus is that rape is still considered something shameful, hence victims' reluctancy. Why am I not blue anymore? Because I haven't gone live on my damn phone to change you over to a mod. That's why. I will, as soon as I get done doing this one, Rock and Robin, if you stick around, I will jump I'll close this one down and I'll go live real quick on another one on my phone just to make you a mod, okay? Thank you, Charlotte. Well, I do care, so like it. 7, women and men with disabilities face twice the risk of sexual assault than able-bodied individuals. Sadly, data gathered from watchdog organizations and U.S. sexual assault statistics have found that disabled people were twice as likely to be victims of sexual assault than able-bodied people. Statistics of sexual abuse show that the majority of these heinous assaults were carried out in care environments, both facilities and home care, yet they are also reported as taking place during hospital or general practitioner sessions, as well as in individual therapy sessions. It's sad. Number 8, nearly 20,000 sexual assaults were reported in the military last year. A study on the level of sexual assault within the military from 2010 revealed sexual violence statistics that showed a figure of 3,577, of which only a quarter took place during deployment in combat zones. The study was repeated in 2019, and the sexual assault stats showed over 19,000 sexual assaults had now taken place in the U.S. military. Holy fucking shit, you guys. Number 9, 7.2% of all children surveyed in 2019 have been victims of sexual assault. Hang on one second, guys. Child sexual abuse statistics highlights the harrowing revelation that teens aged 14 to 17 were in the highest risk category of sexual assault, with more than 1 in 4 adolescents, or 27.3%, having been sexually victimized during their lifetimes. Number 10, approximately 70 women committed suicide every day in the U.S. after I don't know if I can do this, you guys. I really don't. Approximately 70 women commit suicide every day in the U.S. following an act of sexual violence. Women sexually assaulted statistics reveal some extremely disturbing facts. An estimated 70 women commit suicide daily in the United States directly as a result of sexual violence. Worryingly, this figure has grown by 2.87% over the last year. Let's figure this number out real quick, you guys. It's so fucking wrong. It's so wrong, man. So I'm going to read that little point first over again, and then I'm going to give you the actual number of what it comes out to be. Approximately 70 women commit suicide every day in the U.S. following an act of sexual violence. That comes down to 25,550 women commit suicide every year in this country after being a victim of sexual violence. We got to do something about this, you guys. We have to fucking do something about this, man. 11. Sexual violent incidents preceded by stalking increased by 1.9% in 2019. According to statistics and sexual harassment facts from 2019, the incidents of stalking that led to sexual assault have increased steadily over the last year. What makes this figure even more alarming is the fact that initiatives were put in place to prevent and protect victims from such occurrences. So governmental legislation and thinking about the issue must be reviewed. During 2019, 13% of all, number 12, during 2019, 13% of all women in California were victims of rape. Sexual harassment statistics reflect a large percentage of California women have been reported as having been a victim of an attempted or completed rape in 2019. Current rape statistics by state show that 13% of all California women are in danger of being a victim of sexual assault. Thank you, Shar. Thanks, Rock and Robin. I will. This shit just really gets to me, man. We sit here and bicker and fight and talk about stupid shit all day long on YouTube, and we need to be doing much more. Even I'm a victim of doing that shit. Even I'm guilty of doing that shit. You know, but doing this stuff day in and day out and doing all this, it really gets to be hard on me. Here I am trying to make myself better and heal over my past trauma of sexual abuse, and I surround my... Oh, sweet Rose, how are you, sweetheart? I'm glad you made it. I really appreciate it. It really takes a toll on me. I surround myself every single day in these numbers and all this, and it really takes a personal toll on me in my own personal life. I'm trying to heal myself and make myself better, and this makes it hard, but it's worth it. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop doing it. Thank you. Thank you, Shar. Char's always on top of her game for me, and I really appreciate it. Okay. 13. Statistics show that 1 in 6 U.S. women will be raped annually in the U.S. Surveys and rape statistics by gender have found that 1 in 6 American women and 1 in 33 American men have experienced an attempted rape or completed rape as a child or an adult. This disturbing figure has been predicted to rise exponentially over the next 3 years. And it has. And it has. Over 1.5 million women were raped by an intimate partner in 2019. Statistics of sexual assault of sexual harassment from the Department of Justice suggest that over 1.5 million women and 834,700 men are raped and or physically assaulted annually by an intimate partner in the United States. This staggering figure is both disheartening and unnerving. Oh my God. I rose. Oh. Yeah, this really pulls on me, man, really bad. 15. Approximately 16% of males in juvenile prisons have been sexually abused. In 2019, a 2019 study by the U.S. Center for Disease Control examined women rape statistics in juvenile prisons for incidence and frequency of sexual violence. The results showed that 16% of males had been victims of sexual abuse, whereas 60% of males in these facilities had encountered the threat of sexual violence. Oh my Lord. Yes, please, everybody, put a purple heart up in this chat for Shar, please. Shar's always got my back. She's always got what I need on here before I even ask for it, and most times I don't even ask for it, and she's got it there for me anyway. So please put a purple heart in the chat. Show some love for Charlotte's Whitman, please. I really appreciate it if you would. $16, halfway through it. Halfway through it. This whole beautiful planet has turned into a sick, demented fuckfest. Yep, it has. Sodom and Gomorrah. Purple hearts there for Shar from Batgirl. Yes, indeed. Yeah. I don't want to go there. $16. In Florida alone, a staggering total of 1,477,000 men have been victims of sexual assault. In Florida, 20.4% of men, or 1,477,000 men, have been victimized by sexual violence over the last decade. Queen Nessie's in the house. We've lowered to the worst. Yep, we have. You get more time for Mary Jane than you do committing these offenses. Yep, you do. And it's ridiculous. I've said it 100 times. My brother-in-law is doing 31 years straight in the penitentiary for drug trafficking, and the pedophile that was sentenced right before him for his 5th charge of receiving child pornography, distributing child pornography, and producing child pornography got 5 years. It's wrong. Look at all those purple hearts for you there, Shar. I love you, girl. Really do. Over 25% of male sexual assault victims will experience their first assault. Number 17. Over 25% of male sexual assault victims will experience their first assault before 10 years of age. According to sexual assault statistics in 2019, a study and studies and statistical analysis in excess of 27.8% to be exact of male victims of sexual assault will probably experience their first attack by age 10 or younger. Number 18, nearly 40% of adult males that experience sexual violence from an intimate partner are left with psychological scarring. Reports and studies on U.S. rape statistics show clearly that 39.7% of men who have experienced sexual assault from their partner, such as rape, stalking, or physical violence, are left with long-term impacts such as post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, or other types of psychological injuries. Indeed. No, she means in your emoji bar, Rose. Like where you click on your emoji, then you can click on the little eyeglass or the little magnifying glass, and then you can type it in. It'll pull it up there. That's cute though. Nancy told her to type purple hearts in her emoji bracket, babe. Yeah. And she typed it in her regular chat bracket. I love you, Rose. You're awesome. There you go, Rose. There you go, sweetheart. Oh, look, Char's giving some love for herself. All right. Gotta show some love for my number one moderator. I tell you what, man. You're right, Lika. It is wrong. It is wrong. Steffers, what's up, girl? Glad you made it. Okay, I'm trying to get these caught up real quick. Bam. 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 You're a good sport, Rose. Okay. I think I'm just about caught up now. Yeah? Oh, two more. You're the only one now truly fighting for the kids and talking about it. Well, that makes my heart even sadder. It really does. That really makes my heart even sadder. But I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm going to just keep on doing what I'm doing. Try to make the world a better place for everybody, you know? One kid at a time, one story at a time. I'm having 2 over easy eggs for lunch with all of them. Sweetness. Rose, did you ever get a chance to go back and watch that live like I asked you to, sweetheart? That's right. We all need to talk about it. We do. Okay, number 19. New York statistics show that 18% of all rapes in the city involved a male victim. According to rape statistics, extensive studies and focus groups, 2019 involved a record high of male rape victims within the city, with a record high figure of 18%, which is 5.7% higher than 2018. Are you guys hearing this shit? Are you hearing this shit, man? Sexual assault effects on society. Number 20. Over 80% of sexual assaults are committed by an acquaintance. Over 80% of sexual assaults are committed by an acquaintance. Relatives, teachers, religious leaders, former spouses, friends, uncles, aunts, nieces, nephews, cousins, priests, cops, lawyers, judges, all of them. Unfortunately, the list of possible attackers is one of people who will most often have a very intimate relationship with the victim. Statistics on rape indicate that this connection normally results in most rape victims shying away from reporting such incidents due to obligatory or emotional pressures. 21. 95% of child victims knew their sexual attacker. Rape stats by RAINN show that the vast majority percentage, 93.98% of child victims in the U.S. in 2019 were familiar with their attacker in almost all of these cases, as reflected by teenage sexual assault statistics. The child had spent a significant amount of time, 10 plus hours, in one full duration or segmented with their attacker prior to the sexual assault total taking place. I appreciate you. I appreciate you saying that, Rose. I really do. That really means a lot. You better keep doing what I'm not going to stop anytime soon. Not yet. Yep, Rose. Yep. What's the most significant part of it? You have a good heart. Thanks, Batgirl. Teal is the color for sexual abuse. Purple is the color for domestic violence. Wear those colors to show off you are a warrior. That's right, Shar. For some of you that might not know, April is sexual violence, and sexual abuse awareness month. I have some t-shirts that I'm going to make with a teal ribbon and some purple ribbons on them. Tie-dye shirts. If you guys are interested, let me know. Shar, can you post my email? Can you post my email in there for everybody in case they want one? I'll cut you a hell of a deal. Basically, just the price of the shirt and what it costs to send it. The mean girls are all becoming tigers, but they are going to do what a tiger is supposed to do, or has the meaning of being a tiger changed? I'm not sure what that means, Rose. I love you guys. You are all the real deal. Thank you, Rose. Team Rose, we don't talk about them here. Aaron's request. Thank you. Thank you, Shar. Thank you, Shar. I love my team. Yes, we do. We love Team Rose. And we love Lika, and we love Charlotte's Wedding, and we love Sweet Rockin' Robin, and we are just a big old love fest over here. Yep, 93%. 93%. Just my get to know email. My get to know email, if you would, please. Okay. 22. The rate of false rape claims in the U.S. is well below the 10% average mark. I'm not gonna name any names, but if you've been on the YouTube streets within the last 2 days, there's been something said about someone by someone else, and some people are saying one way and some people are saying another way, like this one person's making it up and this one person didn't do it, or vice versa. Let this sink in, okay? The rate of false rape claims in the U.S. is well below 10% average mark. Although false rape claims do happen, it is important to keep in mind that the majority of rape claims are legitimate, as sexual assault statistics reveal. In fact, data collected in 2019 from false rape statistics show that a combined rate of 6.9% of rape claims were false. 6.9% of rape claims were false. Seems pretty low. If somebody tells you they've been raped, listen. They've probably been raped. There's a 6.9% chance that they're lying to you about it. And in the cases of whether they're a male or female, if you make a false claim of rape, you should be punished twice as harsh as someone who commits a rape. I'm just saying, you can destroy somebody's life by making accusations like that, and it's not okay. That's just my personal opinion. 23, sexual assaults cost the U.S. billions of dollars annually. Findings from college sexual assault statistics and other reports show that although sexual assaults take a heinous toll on their victims and cause terrible emotional damage, there is another cost that is rarely factored into such tragic events: the cost on society in financial terms. According to stats on sexual abuse, when we factor in the cost of funding and running sexual assault services, the resulting lower educational aspirations, a common affliction amongst adolescents who have been the victim of child abuse, and the cost of lost earnings of victims amount in the billions of dollars. 24. 69% of rape victims in the U.S. are women aged between age 12 to 34 years old. Sexual violence figures from 2019 were significantly higher compared to sexual assault statistics in 2018. The 12 to 34 age bracket has been known to encompass the majority of rape victims in the U.S. on an average year. 25. Transgendered college students have a 5% higher rate of getting raped than other students. Sorry, I got the hiccups. After conducting a study on sexual assault statistics by gender, U.S. colleges have reported a rise in sexual attacks on transgendered students. College rape statistics about transgendered, gendered queer, and gendered non-conforming TGQN students have shown that in 2019, an average of 23% of students were in danger of being sexually assaulted compared to 18% of non-TGQN students. These stats are concerning because they are significantly higher than college sexual assault statistics in 2018, which means the problem is getting out of control. It is out of control. 26. Bisexual women are more than twice as likely to victims of rape than straight women. Of all the women at the greatest risk from sexual assault in the U.S., bisexual women are statistically in the danger zone. Sexual abuse statistics show that 46% of bisexual women reported being a victim of sexual assault in 2019, compared to 17% of straight women. Furthermore, sexual assault on college campus statistics show an interesting correlation, which reveals that bisexual men face similar issues, with 47% of them being victims of sexual violence compared to 21% of heterosexual men. 27. The majority, 90% of rape victims are female. Findings from sexual assault reporting statistics have unsurprisingly revealed that women make up the vast majority of rape victims. This figure reflects rape statistics U.S. and includes adult victims, but excludes juvenile victims, who if included, would total 82% of all rape victims. 28. An American is sexually assaulted every 93 seconds. Sexual assaults are on the rise throughout the whole of the United States. On average, state-by-state comparative analysis, including rape statistics by race data, showed that there are approximately 325,566 victims of rape and sexual assault aged 12 and older in the U.S. every single year. '29. People with disabilities are twice as likely to be victims of rape and sexual assault as those without disabilities. Both males and females with disabilities experience higher rates of victimization than able-bodied males and females. Surprisingly, rape statistics in the U.S. show that those with a type of cognitive functioning disability were at higher risk of violent victimization than those with any other type of disability. 30. Girls and women between the ages of 16 and 19 are 4 times more likely than girls and women in other age groups to be assaulted or raped. Results gathered by numerous studies show that campus sexual assault statistics have found patterns on the local of victims. In general, 46% of sexual assault victims were sleeping or performing other activities at home when they were victimized. Nearly 23% were traveling to and from school and work, shopping, or running errands. Some 19% were working when they were assaulted, 9% were attending school, and 19% were doing some other activity. 31. 1 out of every 6 American females is a victim of attempted or completed sexual assault. According to sexual assault facts, 1 out of every 6 American women will most probably be the victim of an attempted or completed rape in their lifetime. This ratio has doubled in the last 5 years, and analysts predict the same to happen over the course of the next half a decade. 31. 1 out of every 6 American females is a victim of attempted or... Oh, I just read that, didn't I? No. Yes, I did. Over the next half a decade. 1 in 33 American men, about 3% of the total percentage of women sexually assaulted, have experienced an attempted or completed rape in their lifetime. This figure has increased by 22.4% over the last 5 years. 32. For every 1,000 rapes in the U.S., 995 perpetrators will go unpunished. This is the most disgusting fucking fact about all this shit right here. I said this in another live a while back, and it's 100% facts, you guys. 32. For every 1,000 rapes in the U.S., 995 perpetrators will go unpunished. Studies covering unreported sexual assault statistics show that the overwhelming majority of perpetrators will escape punishment of any kind. U.S. rape stats show that too many victims are afraid to follow through with the legalities of their claim, leading the perpetrators escaping punishment of any form. Out of every 1,000 reported rapes, only 5 of them perpetrators will ever see the inside of a prison cell. What do you guys think about that one? How fucking disgusting is that? It's because they just don't want to report it, Lika. They just don't want to report it. I think it's why bisexuals are more vulnerable is because they're both ways. They go both ways, male and female. So it goes to show, I mean, I think logically it would be pretty much double myself. That's what I think anyway. More of an opportunity, I guess. I think it's because they're more sexually active because it's more socially accepted now to be bi. I'd have to agree with that, bad girl. Yep, disturbing as fuck. Yep, so sad. Okay, so I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody here again, real quick. Charlotte's Webbing, I love you, girl. You know it. I appreciate all your help. You're always there to guide me along. I think it's a stigma, probably so. So Charlotte's Webbing, Lika, Batgirl, Sweet Rockin' Robin, Outlaw Trucker, Team Rose, Beyond the Terror, Sugar Glider, Steffers, Queen Nessie. I appreciate all you guys stopping by and saying hi, and listening to me give you guys some disturbing facts. Shar, before you jump off here real quick, can you post the link for Rain one more time? If you or someone you know who has been sexually assaulted or abused, just getting ready to wrap it up here, Griff. Actually, as a matter of fact, please everybody drop a purple heart in the chat for our mod Shar. She really deserves it. She really deserves the acknowledgement. She helps out so much, and I can never express how much she means to me on a level of help. She's just amazing. She's always there with all kinds of shit for me. So, Sugar Glider, babe. Shar says Sugar Glider, much love. She says love you too, Shar. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can text me. Look at all them purple hearts for you, Char. Right there from Batgirl. Hell yeah. Here, this Rain is an amazing organization. They do some amazing work when it comes to sexual abuse and when it comes to getting help for sexual abuse. If you or somebody you know who's been sexually abused and are seeking help, reach out to Rain. They will guide you in the right direction. You can always reach out here on Get to Know. With that being said, this is just over an hour. Much love for all of you guys. Oh, Lika says, Sugar Glider. She says, hey, Lika. Whatever, Char. You love him. You love it. You know it. Anyway, just over an hour. This is a good live. I really appreciate all you guys being here. I really do. Tune in next time. I'm going to start doing these more often. I know I say that, but it just gets hard. There's so much negativity involved in what I'm doing. It's hard for me to stay positively motivated to continue doing this. I keep beating myself down every single day with more stats and more statistics and more facts and more stories and just all kinds of bullshit that comes with this topic. So it's hard for me, but I'm not going to stop. I won't stop. Most in here deserve the teal and purple hearts. You're right. Most everybody does. Let's just bomb the chat real quick with teal hearts and purple hearts, everybody. Let's get a bunch of hearts up in here. Some teal hearts and some purple hearts for all those survivors and the ones who are going through sexual violence right now. Let's drop some of those in here for them. Very good point, Char. Very good point. Yeah, it's horrible, ain't it, Rockin' Robin? And the more you read on it, the more it'll captivate you into reading more on it, and the more and more it just gets more and more disgusting. Come on. He's got to have his last little say-so. Say hi. Say hi. Want to hear him sing? Woo, 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 woo. Woo. Okay. That's right. Bomb this chat with them hearts, baby. Hell yeah. I love it, you guys. I love the support, you guys. 100%. 100%. I do this because you guys continually come here and join and watch and comment and partake and participate, and you guys actually like to hear me ramble on about stuff. So I really appreciate it. Yeah, he's a hoot. He's a hoot. He's a hoot. We're getting him to where he can start going woo woo woo. It's cool. It's cool. He loves it. He loves it. Our neighbors hate us for it, but you know what the hell? He's an asshole anyway. So keep pushing forward, everyone. That's probably the best thing said today so far. Thank you. With that being said, remember everybody, one child is one too many. This is Get to Know. Tell your friends about me. Let's get this shit handled. Later. That's right, Shark. Backwards is not the way. We will not go backwards. We will continually go forward from here. Much love, much respect for each and every one of you. Peace and love. Tell your friends about me.